up everyone? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new, welcome. It is that time of year again. I'm so excited that it is the Sephora holiday savings event. Every single time they have one of these events, I always do a recommendations video and I let you guys know what I'm going to be picking up this year. I'm so excited because this video is actually in collaboration with Sephora. Let me just take a minute here, a literal dream come true. So I'm here to let you guys know all of my favorite products. In this video, I really narrowed it down to my must-have products, the products that you need, the ones that I think you absolutely cannot live without. So I've really tried my best to narrow it down here and let you guys know my absolute true favorites. If you have been interested in picking up some new products, especially if you've been looking at some higher price items, now is the time to become a Sephora Beauty Insider if you're not already, because you can save a lot of money. ROUGE members can get 20% off and they can shop as many times as they want before anybody else. VIB members get 15% off and they can shop between November 1st and 7th. And Beauty Insider members get 10% off and they can shop between November 3rd and November 7th. You can use the code SAVINGS to redeem online. The sale can be shopped online and in stores, but if you choose to shop online, just know there are free shipping on all orders with no minimum. Another really exciting thing is that the Sephora collection is actually 30% off as well. All right, so I'm just gonna get into it. I've separated them into the normal, usual categories, and we're gonna go through this pretty quickly because there are a lot of products here, so it might take a while. All right, let's start with skincare. I've been having a huge love affair with Drunk Elephant at the moment. And Drunk Elephant is quite a pricey brand, so if you wanted to pick it up, now's the time, or test it out. They always also have really good sets around the holidays for Drunk Elephant and other brands, Sephora favorites. So definitely check those out because they're already an amazing price and you can get them on sale. So these are my favorite products from Drunk Elephant, the ones that I've truly think have transformed my skin the most. This is actually, I've used this one for a while. I've recommended it in many Sephora recommendation videos. It's a TLC Glycolic Night Serum. I notice such a difference when I use this versus when I don't. It's an AHA, BHA combination chemical exfoliant. This one's I've just recently integrated into my skincare routine and I've noticed such a difference. You can use this one day or night. It is a Protein Power Peptide Resurface Serum. It's a 10% lactic acid. So I'll normally use this one at night and this one in the morning, and your skin will just always feel super soft and it really helps with texture. This has been a game changer, the combination of them both. This I talk about all the time. It is the F-Bomb Electrolyte Water Facial Mask. You can use this as a mask, or I like using it before my makeup. It makes my skin so soft. It literally makes my skin feel like I drank 10 liters of water, which if you guys know, I definitely didn't. I'm so bad at drinking my water. And it just makes your makeup sit on your face so nicely. It stops it from getting dry and cakey, especially going into the winter months. You want a nice hydrating product. And then this eye cream is so good. I don't really find that eye creams necessarily do that much for me. I don't notice a huge difference, but what I do notice is how my concealer looks on top of this eye cream. It really makes your under eyes look hydrated and juicy, and it prevents from getting that dryness under your eye, which I typically get in the fall and winter. So this has been a game changer. You can even mix a little bit into your concealer if you wanted it to be extra hydrated. I've talked so many times about the Summer Fridays oil, literally a million times, so I'm not going to talk about it again. Just know I do love it. But the oil that I've been using religiously every single night, that really every time I use this product I notice such a difference in my skin. It is the Sunday Riley Luna Sleeping Night Oil. So this is actually a oil with retinol in it, and what I love so much about that is that retinol is a very drying product. So the fact that it's mixed with an oil is the best combination because you have the benefits of retinol without the drying side effect. This is a really pricey product, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to live without it because I notice such a difference with my skin. Now let's move on to face makeup, starting with foundation. This is actually one that I've recently just tried, but I have fallen head over heels in love with it. It is the Haus Labs foundation. I first saw this one on TikTok and it looked so beautiful on everyone. So I ran to Sephora, picked it up, and it did not disappoint. This one actually really reminds me of one of my other favorites, the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation, which has a lot of skincare properties in it. This has been my favorite for a really long time. I would say that this definitely has more coverage, but they both look really natural. When I want a real no makeup look, oh my god, this is such a disaster. I use the Summer Fridays Tinted Moisturizer. This, I want to say, has like negative coverage. I use it to just kind of like make my skin look really dewy and maybe add a slight tint, but this I find does not have any coverage, at least not compared to my other foundations. But for day to day, if I'm running up my door and I just want to put something on my face, this is what I'll put. Next, for concealer, I have two favorites. The first is the Dior Backstage Concealer. This is my go-to day-to-day concealer because it has really good coverage but still looks nice and natural. I will leave all the shades that I use down below in the description, but this has been a new favorite of mine. It is the Huda Beauty, what is this even called? Faux Filter Luminous Matte Concealer. Oh my gosh, you guys, if you want every pore, every single thing on your face to be blurred out and erased, you need to try this. I was a little bit scared about their use of the word matte because I do not like a matte concealer, but it is not matte and drying. It is like the perfect concealer. It still makes your under eyes look really nice and dewy, but I do recommend using it with a good under eye cream. This will blur out any pore, anything on your face, and it will last literally all day and it won't budge. The combination of this with my favorite setting powder is like the best thing that has ever been invented. But if you want to see me use this and my current makeup routine, I actually just filmed a get ready with me so you can see all these products in action. And that brings me to setting powder and setting my face. So I do a combination of two things. I'll first go in and set my face with the absolute love of my life, the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in One Fair. This I've talked about for years. This absolutely is the best powder. This has almond oil in it, so it's going to leave your face not looking really dry and cakey. You can layer this powder on as many times as you want throughout the day and night, and it will not give you that cakey look. It will make you look flawless. So I'll go in after I put my concealer, I'll put this on and press it in with a beauty blender, and like, trust me, you guys, it will make you look like you have the most flawless skin in the world. And I'll also use this to touch up throughout the day. I will not leave my house without this powder if I have makeup on. But then, okay, this is the true magic, and this has been a recent discovery of mine. Even though I've had this for years, I pulled this out of my makeup collection because I've been trying to use up my products, and I was instantly blown away. So this is the Huda Beauty Easy Face Loose Baking Powder in the color Pound Cake. I do, in the sale, intend on picking up the color, like the pink one, but this, wow, this is just truly the best powder ever. If you want zero pores on your face, if you want your makeup to last all day into the next day, if you want to look stunning and airbrushed in pictures, this is the powder you want to be using. Another powder I want to talk about is the new brightening powder from Charlotte Tilbury. So this actually has rose wax in it. I know all this because I was at a Charlotte Tilbury event last night. I don't just know all this off the top of my head, but I did go to a Charlotte Tilbury event last night, and I'm a huge fan of Charlotte Tilbury. Her products are expensive, so again, it's a really good time to try them if you've been interested in them. But this is the brightening powder. So this is obviously white and extremely white. They do have a few shades of this as well, but I have the lightest one in fair medium, so I actually didn't put this on today. I'll show you guys. I'm gonna go in with a little brush. I don't know if NARS sells this, but I love this little brush. I'm just gonna pick a little bit up and dust it under my eyes. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but after I do my makeup, I'll just go in and put some under my eyes to really brighten it up. I don't know if you were able to tell if that did anything on camera. This is extremely brightening. If I had to pick one out of the two, I would go with the Airbrush Flawless Powder because I already find that this one's brightening, especially if you get the fair shade, but they're both really good. So the rose wax in this is just going to blur everything out and just truly make you look flawless. Moving on to bronzer, I have the best. Moving on to bronzer, I use 2 of them. I've been a long time fan of Hoola. I can't even tell you how many I've gone through. I'm so happy that they stopped making their boxes so big and bulky, but this is what I'll go in to contour with and really chisel out my face. And then I'll go in with Saddle from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is a warmer tone. This has a lot of pigment in it, so you want to go in with a fluffy brush and a light hand, but this will really give you that like, ooh, I was baking in the sun all day look. And to put that on, I use the best brush in the world, the Morphe M527 brush. I've talked about this many times before on my channel. Moving into blush, this is a newer discovery. It is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Blush in the color Loyal. I actually did not put any blush on today. That is alarming. I love a cream blush, and this is a really pretty, I don't want to say mauvey, but it's like it's not that intense. I like a more subtle blush, but this one blends really nicely, and I like a cream blush because it gives you a really glowy finish on your skin. I pick some up on a beauty blender, and I'll just dab it on my cheeks, and it makes you look really glowy and healthy. So yeah, this one has definitely been a favorite of mine. The color is, there's a hair on it. The color is absolutely stunning. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot to talk about this. This is the KVD Cream Contour Jelly. This has been the only cream contour that I've used. It looks a little bit disgusting, not gonna lie, but the way this just blends in with all of the other products on your skin is something I've never seen before. Instead of adding another layer on top, it will just blend in with the other makeup you have. This has mixed reviews, and I'm honestly not sure why. Moving on to eyes, I don't really have an eyeshadow palette to really recommend to you because I always just put bronzer in my crease, but I got these last night. I'm not gonna lie, I got these last night, and they took my breath away, and I just wanted to share them with you. They are the Hypnotizing Pop Shot Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. I just want to show you guys how stunning these are. So that's in the color Rose Gold. I have it on my eyes today, but I'm gonna show you guys how pretty it is. Can you see that? I have it on my eyes today. I don't know if you can really tell, but it is so sparkly and so glittery, but not in like an intense costumey kind of way. It's just really beautiful. They have a bunch of colors, and for the holidays, I think it's absolutely perfect. I also like that they're making single eyeshadows now instead of having to buy a whole palette or a quad. But I do love my eyeliner. So let me tell you my absolute favorite. I think you can probably guess. It is the Makeup by Mario eyeliner. Look how little, my little nub of an eyeliner. I'm a little bit worried because it is sold out online, so I don't know what's going on. But I love it for so many reasons. It's the absolute perfect brown. The shade is called Perfect Brown for a reason. It is like the perfect everyday brown eyeliner. And then it has this brush on the other side, which I use to put shadow under my eye. It's just the perfect shape. It's the perfect density to get a good shadow under your eye. So I love this one. It's the one I use all the time. When I want something a little bit more intense, I go for the Dior Show On Stage liner. It's a waterproof liner in brown, just looks like that, and it is waterproof, so it's not going to smudge on your inner waterline. And then the mascara from Sephora that I've been loving is the Dior Show Waterproof Mascara, also in brown. So I love this because it's not budging all day long because it is waterproof. The brush and the formula is really good, but the color is the true magic here. It's like a true brown mascara. Moving on to lips, I have a ton of lip products. Lips are like my absolute favorite thing. I feel like lips just really complete a look, and so I'm passionate about my nude lips, okay? I only have one lip liner to talk about because ever since I've gotten it, it's the only one that I've used, and it just is I finally found it. And if they ever discontinue this, I will throw a fit. I will protest in the streets because this is the best nude lip liner. It is the color Deep Taupe from Anastasia Beverly Hills. It's the one I'm wearing right now. What's going on here? It is the best combination of brown and pink and nude. It's not too orange, it's not too pink. It's the perfect like deepness, and it's big. So I love it. okay? You need to try it. If you are looking for a good nude lip liner, you need to try this one. Sometimes when I don't want a lip liner, if I'm in a rush or I just want to throw some color on my lips, I've been using these Nude Sticks Magnetic Matte Lip Colors in the shade, well, I only have one, in the shade Boho, and it just, oh my god, I always do this. I put my swatches in the worst locations. Just looks like this. I showed you guys this in my last Get Ready With Me. It's so juicy and just glides on your lips. It's the perfect color, so I'll put it on, blend it in, and throw some lip balm on top, and it's the perfect lip color. On top of that, I have been loving the Tower 28 lip jellies, specifically in the color Almond. It is a beautiful brown color, but the color looks a little bit more intense, or a lot more intense in the tube than it does on your lips. So this is actually what it looks like right there. This is the lip balm or the lip jelly that you need if you just want to slap it on and get an instant nude lip. This should be called instant nude lip in a bottle, because you don't need a lip liner, you don't need a lipstick. You want it to go one step more, you can add a little bit of a nude lipstick in the center of your lips. You guys know this is a classic favorite of mine, Nude Kate from Charlotte Tilbury. It is the best nude lipstick on the market. I will die on that hill. I do have another favorite, and this one is when I want a little bit more of a pinkier lip. It is the Armani Lip Power. I think it's in the shade 102. It's rubbed off, but you can see it's a little bit pinkier, but still nude. A little bit sheer and also a little bit glossy. So sometimes I'll just put a lip liner and this on, and I don't even need a gloss because it has a really nice glossy texture. And then this is a new discovery of mine. It is the Maracuja Juicy Lip balm, but it's the clear one. So these went viral on TikTok, the lip plumping one, but I think the superior option is the clear one. I'll put a lip liner on, or I'll put the boho stick on, and this is so glossy. Again, I showed it in my Get Ready With Me, but I love that it's a stick. It kind of blends everything together, and it is so glossy. It's the gloss I have on today. I just keep adding more and more stuff on my lips. Two last lip products I want to talk about. Another gloss that I'm obsessed with, which is so dirty, is the Patrick Ta lip gloss in the color, it's a plumping gloss in the color Pouty. Looks like that. I love this one because it has a little bit of a sparkle in it, but I love it even more because it smells like apple cinnamon pie. It smells like apple pie. It smells so good. I have a few different shades of this one, but overall I've loved his glosses since he released them years ago. And then of course I have to talk about this, the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in the scent or flavor vanilla. I almost got this confiscated at the airport, and I was like, you are not taking this from me. She said I had too many liquids. I was like, this is not a liquid. Actually, she said you could have bombs, but apparently this is a liquid. I don't know. It was not a good time at security for me. Thankfully, my angel of a boyfriend brought no toiletries with him, so he had a lot of room to take all of mine. Moving on to body stuff. These are actually refills I just got, but I've been a longtime fan of Necessaire, specifically the Eucalyptus body wash. My boyfriend is actually a huge fan of this body wash. He's obsessed with the eucalyptus scent. But my latest favorite is the body oil. So this one is actually fragrance free. So now moving on to hair products or hair tools. The first thing I want to recommend is the Dyson. I have been using this for a few years now, and I am obsessed with it. I use the air wrap tools. This is their old one, so they have a few new fun tools and colors and items that I should probably look into, but I use this all the time to just blow dry my hair. And then I also use this size barrel, the bigger barrel, to actually like give myself a blowout look. I have a whole video on how I do that. So I 100% recommend the air wrap. I know that it's like some people like it, some people don't. I am a diehard fan of my air wrap. All right, moving into products. This is the Briogeo Don't Despair Repair Rice Water Protein and Moisture Strengthening Treatment. There's no harsh sulfates, no silicones, no parabens. This is I think it's their new mask. I used to use their most famous mask a long time ago, but this one actually I find is even better. I mean, all of their products are really good, but this is a strengthening treatment, and because I bleach my hair is damaged and dry, but I'll actually leave this on my hair overnight and wash it out in the morning, and I noticed such a difference in my hair. I obviously have hair extensions, but I'll just put it on my real hair. I don't want to waste product on my actual extensions, so I'll pick out my real hair, my front pieces, and it just makes my hair look so much healthier, and I can feel such a big difference. In terms of oils, my absolute favorite hair oil that I put in my hair when it's wet is the Gold Elixir. The bottle is so pretty. I've had this for a really long time and I've used about half of it, so you only need a little bit. But then as a finishing oil, I've been absolutely loving the Pop and Lock High Gloss Finish from Color Wow. So I got this a really long time ago, and you can't even tell that I used it. So you really only need a little bit. It has, I don't know if you can tell, but it has like sparkles in it. But you don't see sparkles on your hair. It just really makes it super shiny and soft. This is something I'm going to be picking up during the sale. Another Olaplex number 4 Blonde Enhancer. So even though I'm not really blonde at the moment, I did go darker for the fall. When I was blonde, this was my favorite purple shampoo. It is a very purple, like very purple. And you don't want to leave it on for too long because your hair will turn purple. But out of all the purple shampoos I've tried, this one is definitely the best. I have a whole fragrance favorites video coming, so I'm gonna save all my favorites for that. And you pretty much know all of my classic go-to favorite, oh my god, why can't I say that? Favorite fragrances. But I've been really loving the commodity fragrances. They actually sent me their Explore kit. My two favorites were Gold and Milk. I'm waiting for them to come in. I immediately went on and ordered them. Gold definitely has my like go-to vanilla scent, and Milk just smells like the most creamy, delicious, amazing fragrance. Alrighty, you guys, so that is it for my Sephora recommendations. I hope this was a little bit helpful. Let me know what you'll be picking up and what your favorites are and the things that you think I should pick up. Any excuse to shop some more. So I'll leave everything linked down below along with the shade and everything, all the details. Thank you once again, Sephora, for partnering with me on this video. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys back here next time. Bye.